Hi folks, this is Vince with Ads Gaming Addiction, and once again we're going to play some REDCON. Nothing fancy, just a quick gameplay video for you. Once again we're playing on easy. If you guys want to see the normal playthrough, check out episodes 1 through 30, I think. Alright, so let's just go ahead, use what we have, and get this started. Alright, so set this guy down here. What do we want to attack first? These mortars may pose a problem, but I do want to take out these annoying ones on the top if possible. All right, well, we'll go one at a time. Let's focus fire one at a time. You can Typhon cannon this sucker on the bottom. Mortar. I suppose we can mortar these ones in the back, but I'd rather again focus on one at a time if I can. These ones on top may not pose that big of a deal. Though he could use these to stun and then these mortars to shred me if I'm not careful. So I need to think about that. Alright, well let's just put pressure. The mortar is the only one that can actually reach back here, so maybe I'll stick with that plan. Now let's double shot that sucker. Alright, now this thing is not going to hit with this laser here, so maybe we'll go after that one down there. Nasty. Alright, well, let's get down here and fix that sucker before... Oh! Let's trade places before this guy dies on me. Missiles incoming. Holy cow, he's just wiping the floor with me here. Alright, come on, guys. Pull it together. Alright, maybe we need to switch targets real quick. Oh, stunned again. Alright, well, let's get this guy down here. Actually, we need to repair this completely. Oh, we lost one. Alright, we got that down. Alright, let's go for this cannon here. That'll work. Get the heck out of there. Damn it. God, I lost the guy. Ooh, we lost two. Alright, this is not going to work. Alright, so this current setup that we have clearly is not going to win us today. It might have, but he's overwhelming us. I wonder if we should maybe switch out our layout and opt for shields or something like that. We've got the Spire, extra power layout. Why don't we opt to get some shields in here? Let's see if that works for us. So let's go utilities. Let's get rid of some of these weapons here for the moment. We'll put some back, but I want to see what we can get away with. Alright, shields. Where am I going to put that? Put that there, put that there. Okay. That should help a little bit with all that bombardment that we're dealing with. He's got one laser. I'm wondering if I could possibly infiltrate him. Fleet command, bring over a bunch of people. Or not. Clandestine operations. That could be something to think about. But we don't have enough room for that, I don't think. Alright, well, let's get the Typhon cannon back on here. We'll get a sniper one. Actually, we'll put him down here. Mortar here. He only has one laser, so I'm thinking I might be able to get away with some fire missiles. Although that's going to use a lot of ammo. Alright, maybe we'll do... well, maybe some lasers? There's that. And what about this? No, we're out of power. So we're gonna need to use conventional weapons. Wait, what about this? Nah, I don't like that one because the laser can take it out. I do want something heavy hitting. Maybe another sniper? There we go. Alright, so that's -3, although that's going to be a problem. We don't have an ammo room. I mean, one way to offset that would be to get rid of the ballistic radar. But I really don't want to do that. The power room is necessary because, you know, we're drawing as much power. Yeah. Unless we don't use the sniper and use something that's only going to cost us... see, that's 4 ammunition right there. What weapon can we use that only costs 2 ammunition? Oh, laser, but there goes that. I really don't like these little lasers though, just because they don't do a whole crap ton of damage. All right, well let's just get rid of these. If we have to leave one empty, maybe we'll just leave this top one empty and then do another sniper one down here. That'll still give us -1 ammo if I do that. What about... No, it's still a lot of ammo. All right. No, it's a little better. I suppose I could knock offline some of his stuff that way. Maybe I can knock out his Let's see what his power consumption is going to be like. Let me see if I can put another one down. No, out of power. 4 power and 2 ammo. That's 6 power. No. Alright, let's put this down here. Let's go with this. And I could use this on, say, his missiles seem to be a pain in the ass. So maybe, well, no, he's got a regular cannon down here too. I didn't even realize that. I didn't see it. So that will affect some things. All right, well let's go after the things that are causing me the most grief. This one down here, we'll start with that. We'll just attack the same target. We've got shields now. Let's all come down here and protect this. Yeah, the more people manning this, the better. And let's hope that... Looks like he's saving up. I'm tempted to like switch these over to like heavy incendiary and toxins, but he's got a med bay so he can heal himself if necessary. I'd rather just try and knock stuff offline if I can. Alright, let's hold fire on that and see if that one shot takes it out. It did not. Alright, well let's just let go. Fire. This one, yeah, I'm going to shoot that. Hold fire on this until we see if this cannon's going to knock it, or this, yep, that knocked it out. Okay. Let's sniper. I guess we'll sniper. I'd like to sniper these in the back, but at the same time, they're hard to reach. So maybe we'll do this one here. Yeah. Well, that did hurt a little bit. All right. Well, let's attack that. All right. These guys are almost dead. Let's get some guys up here and let's get the rest of you out of there. All right. So that's 2 things offline. If we could just take out his damn cannons, that'd be awesome. Sniper, let's focus. We'll focus on these 2. I can deal with the 2 mortars, I guess. Alright, so we'll do that. That. And... yeah, he's got enough power. Let's get that guy out of there. He's really trying to take me down. Alright, let's switch this guy out over here. Oop! Sniper's ready. Let's go after... I really don't want him repairing these two front ones, though. I don't have any smaller cannons that will keep them offline. That's the problem. So maybe I do need to use my sniper on these little guys. Oh, we'll do that. Let's just attack there. We do need to repair these up here. Alright, that's offline. Awesome. Let's switch targets. We'll go for this one back here. Alright, this one's almost ready. That's the downside. We don't have any quick firing guns that are easily loaded quickly. Because now this one's about to be ready again. I suppose we can Typhon this. Yeah. Really should have... Yeah, I don't think this layout is going to work, honestly. Because our weapons take too long to load. There we go. And we'll sniper that right offline. Okay, so that's offline. So maybe the alternative would be to set this to incendiary, like maybe make it so it takes longer to fire. I don't know. We could set this to incendiary rounds. And I suppose I could set this to stun rounds, and that way people putting out fires can... But that's gonna... Yeah, that's gonna take way too long. Alright, well, let's just do that. That's the only way we're gonna win this. Alright, let's get these guys back underground. Fix this. Get the shield back up. Alright, this thing's useless. Not good. Get up. Alright, back down. Alright, so we're gonna put the fire here and here. Yeah, that's offline. I figured as much. Yeah, that thing wasn't doing much anyway. It wasn't putting anything offline. Let's try and keep that offline if we can. Nice. Okay. Up. Oh, that was quick. Trying to keep my guys alive wherever possible, but this is not easy to do. Nice. Okay. This is almost ready. This is... Did we... What happened to... Did we miss our target with this 80%? Alright, well that's on fire. Awesome. Oh, I died there. Great. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work either, to tell you the truth. Yeah, he's got too many people repairing. Alright, let's concede this battle. And let's try something different. So maybe the shield idea just isn't gonna work. Maybe we need to go all out with weapons. So maybe let's get rid of all these, get rid of that. Alright, let's go with bunch of these. Let's just for the heck of it, we're gonna need an ammo room. Alright, power. Do we need power? That's a lot of utility that we don't need. I'm wondering if we could put a Typhon there. And what would we put there? Maybe we could put right, let's put that there, I suppose. All right. What could we put there in its place? I mean, we could do another power station, but maybe a medical bay, and we'll just turn that offline and online as we need to. Or maybe we will do another reactor. just to keep us, you know, we have plenty of power, or we could do 2 ammo rooms. But no, we don't have enough power now. Alright, so we'll do that. What else could we do? Maybe in the armory? Enhanced gear armory. All damage done to infantry by 12%. That would be good. Alright, let's try the armory. All mortar bombs deal 5% more. Maybe we want more mortars. That might be something to think about too. Maybe these aren't going to cut it. Question is, how much more expensive? These are 3.5 in terms of power weapon, or ammo rather, so this is 3.8, so it uses more ammunition. But if we did something like this, well, yeah, we're out of power there. Weapons. Alright, so let's do, instead of the armory, we'll do the power nuclear reactor. There we go. And we'll have someone man this. Alright, let's try that. What other perks do I have? Be curious. Power supply, bloodlust, soldiers, yeah, this is all invading stuff. I don't have any, I don't really invade much. Alright, so let's try this again. This time, we'll use our heavy mortars here and our Typhon cannon to take out targets. We'll use these two and this one up here to stop them from repairing stuff. So I'm going to put this on double fire, and I'm going to put this, just focus fire on this. And we'll see how this goes. Nice. Okay, we knocked one out already. Let's switch targets. We'll start from the top and work our way down, I suppose. Oh, nice! Okay, I didn't realize the Typhon had already fired. Alright, well, again, we want to prevent these from being repaired, so yeah, we're gonna have to, we'll keep a beat on these two, and then these three here will attack the rest of them. Alright. Alright, stunned. Okay, let's get over here and get this. Oops. Took the wrong guy. We need to get this guy out of here now. Come on, out, 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 go! He's stunned. Damn it, he died. Alright, not good. Not good at all. Typhon, let's go ahead and Typhon, we'll Typhon this room here. There we go. How you like that? This mortar's almost dead, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and switch targets. Maybe over here. Oh, how can I miss? Seriously? Alright, another one down. Target. Target. Typhon's almost ready again. May have to use it on this because he's about to bring this back online, something I didn't want to happen, but unless we focus fire everything we have on this. No, he's about to get it. Yeah, it's online. We'll Typhon this, get it offline. Okay, we lost the mortar. Alright, it's another one down. These two mortars are going to be a pain, though, I think. Alright, that one's attacking that. Doesn't need to. This mortar here can attack. If we can... 73%. Yeah, I suppose the missiles might be the next logical step. Or one of these mortars. Because we're shooting down the missiles, no problem. Alright, this guy and this guy. Alright. Let's just... Alright, there goes another. Come on. We need someone repairing this. I can't spare anybody. I suppose I can spare this guy. Oh, nice. I knocked someone out. Didn't mean to Typhon that, but it killed one guy. Alright, in the meantime, we need to focus fire on... Yeah, we need to get this back offline again, if we can. Yeah, we're gonna Typhon that. Nice. Okay, that's down. Let's go ahead and shoot some of these in the back here, if we can get that far back. We're gonna mortar that. Actually, we should probably repair this before that goes offline, but... Alright, get out of there. Oh, yeah, let's repair that real quick. Alright, nice. That guy's almost dead. Alright, so we're targeting that, and we want to make sure that we... Yeah, this cannon came back online. What if we Typhoned... 60% chance. Eh. I suppose we can Typhon the sensor room again. Make them less accurate. Or the med bay. I don't use the med. Let's. Aw, come on! He took it out with his damn laser. Hate his defenses. All right, let's come back down here and get back to. He is repairing too much stuff. Okay, that's offline. Good. One mortar's offline. Or yeah, one of his mortars offline. Let's switch targets and try and get this one in the back taken out. Alright, sorry. The next Typhon will be ready shortly. Let's Typhon the very top one here. There we go. Nice. The more we have offline, the better. Okay, switching targets. Next, we're going to attack his defenses, I think. His active defense control. If we can manage to take that out, then we won't have to worry about the laser or the guns anymore. In the meantime, though, this needs to attack that. This needs to attack down here, and... Yeah, basically, I'm trying to prevent them from repairing. Get out of there. Trying to repair this thing is a pain. There we go. Alright. Alright, Typhon, do your thing. Get in there. Yes! Nice! Room is down. Alright, get out of there. Whew, that was close. Alright. Switching targets now. Let's go for the med bay. I mean, he's almost dead. His health bar here is almost gone. But I do want to still prevent him from repairing anything. This can attack this mortar down here. Oh, he's actually going to repair this thing back here if I'm not careful. Alright, yeah, at this point, though, it's just... Alright, took out the med bay. Alright, he's dead. Whew, that was close. Ta-da! Alright, so there you go, another quick look at REDCON. If you guys want to see more gameplay, let me know. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and check out my official website, www.dadsgamingaddiction.com. This is Vince, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.